Libra. So this is the next of the cardinal signs. So when I think of the energy of Libra, they're very much about the aesthetics of life, art, creativity, interior design, fashion, finding the pleasantness of life, the beauty, the simplicity. They don't really like to get deep and messy and complex with things, especially with emotions. Again, it depends on where Libra is placed, but as a sign, these are not the themes Libra wants to spend its time doing. When they step into their power, they're great with conflict, and they do it in a way that resolves the issue for everybody. If they avoid it completely, then it causes more problems for them, and the thing that they're running from, they end up having more of. Because at the end of the day, life has conflict, life has lessons, and that's how we learn and grow. The good part about Libra when it understands is that sometimes it's necessary to deal with conflict, and other times, if you're dealing with someone who simply cannot understand where you're coming from and they don't interpret things the way that you do, there's probably not much point in engaging. So Libra seems to understand these qualities, not really like any other sign, which is interesting in and of itself. They're great with the justice system and law, judges, anything to do with where you have to find justice and equality. These are important themes. And like I said, sort of the beauty and the pleasantness of life. So in the right company, around the right people, this can be a very soothing and welcoming and calm and peaceful sort of vibe. And it's something that people enjoy being around. Libra is one of those signs that it has a flirty nature to it because of its gentleness and its wanting of peace and harmony. There's a flirty, wanting to meet you where you're at kind of quality. And, because they're not particularly deep, they can get along with a lot of different people. They can meet a lot of people where they're at. So it can be a beautiful thing in that regard. And look, it is a beauty sign. It is a beauty-based sign. So they might be on the side of being beautiful or interested in things that are about beauty. And, those Venus themes do come into play with this sign. Ultimately, one of the best things about them is their ability to find solutions for everybody when they really tune in. When everybody's falling apart and they're losing it and there's arguments and insults and whatever, they have this ability, and it's brilliant, to get everybody to somewhat find some sort of compromise. So this is a good overview of this sign, I think, and I'll see you next time with the next cardinal sign.